guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. On this channel, you guys, we are always talking about self-love and our spiritual journey, just how we can heal ourselves and feel so good. And a big part of my transformation and my journey that I love to share with you guys here on in this space is about celibacy. And I know that a few of you have found me through my celibacy videos, and I'm so grateful for that. This is kind of a taboo topic, and sometimes people think all kinds of things about celibacy. But the truth is that it's really a beautiful journey, and it's not as hard as people might think. I see it as part of my self-love journey, my healing journey, and a very important part of my spiritual journey, because it's taught me so much about myself. If you're also on a celibacy journey, or if it's something that you've been considering, let's get into it. So just today, during my meditation, I really try to not consciously think of anything during meditation, right? I just try to tap into my inner world and connect with myself. So when you think about our inner world and our feminine energy, we don't want to do anything. We just want to tune in and see what arises, see what comes from our consciousness, see what we become aware of. So you want to be like still and quiet. Find some time to meditate every single day. It is so powerful. So today during my meditation, I was in good spirits, and I was just feeling calm and happy, and my heart spoke to me. And that's really what I wanted. What made me want to make this video is that it was revealed to me how sacred love and relationships are, and it connects to celibacy, because celibacy, it's kind of like a purification. You take some time out to not engage with anybody and just go on this journey within and with God, and you purify yourself, you cleanse yourself of everyone else's energy, influence, and it's just you and God, right? And so when you start to gain like this inner peace, it's going to come also with clarity, new insights, new perspectives, and you can get closer to your truth and your heart. And what I became aware of is that as a divine feminine being, because I know so many women watch my channel, right? We want to have this unbreakable sense of self-worth and self-respect, which is why I talk so much about self-love. This is something that we have to work for on ourselves, because we're not going to get it from the world, and a lot of us didn't get it as we were being raised, because this matrix is crazy, and our parents are off working and going through their own drama, and there is no guidebook to life, you guys. What I became aware of is how sacred relationships and love are, and where you invest your love is where you invest your life, okay? I don't want to sound too serious in this video, but at the same time, I want us to remember how sacred sex is and love, because the world has washed it down. Like, it has convinced us that sex is not a big deal. Relationships, it doesn't really matter. Oh, go from this person to this person to this person. Or if somebody's treating you crazy, just stay. They're cussing you out. So any type of abuse that's happening, or just tolerated, or cheating, getting your heart broken over and over, and just made it the norm in the world, right? Depending where you're at in your life, what you've seen. But these are some of the things that I've seen. And so that's why celibacy is really cool, and meditation, bring it back to yourself and what's actually true for you. What do you believe to be true? And so where you invest your love is where you invest your life. Your heart, when you give your love to someone, when you give your mind and your time, your attention, your energy, your body, you give your whole life in a sense, because we as women, we love so deeply, right? And that's how we were created. We're the nurturers, the mothers. When we're rooted in our feminine energy and we're really tapped in, we are unconditional love embodied. And we just want to grow it. We just want to make babies. We just want to give and nurture and cuddle and say everything's going to be okay. And we're also so strong, powerful. We're the perfect match to the divine masculine. And this is something that has been forgotten in the modern day life. And so when we tap in, we can remember this. And you remember how much of a goddess you truly are. And love is sacred. And so where you invest your love, you invest your life. We want to be intentional about where we invest our hearts, our bodies, who you give your time to. Because sometimes we can think it's not such a big deal, but it is. When we just give, let's say, our body, when we just have sex with somebody, but they're not really the right person for you, it's gonna cause so much suffering, pain, chaos, destruction, okay? Not to sound dramatic, but that's just what it is. So since we do love so deep, you wanna make sure that your partner is committed to you, cares for you, respects you, and truly loves you. Okay, so the world might tell you it's cool to sleep with whoever and whatever, it's not a big deal, let's just see what happens. But when we really understand the power of love, love is the most powerful force in the universe. So it's not anything we can take lightly, even when we try. If you try to have sex with somebody and say, oh, there's no feelings, or it's just this, it's just that, not really possible for us as women. You literally create a soul tie with someone when you share your body. And that's why celibacy is so powerful, because it cleanses you. It breaks the soul ties. It breaks any trauma bonds. It breaks all the BS so that you can see clearly. If you're on a celibacy journey, that means you're probably recovering from a time in your life that you wanted to end, right? Whether it's a mindset, behaviors, or just leave your whole past behind, start fresh, start new. That's the gift of celibacy. It's not even that difficult, to be completely honest, because it depends the environment you put yourself in. If you're out drinking every weekend, smoking and hanging with the wrong people, and they're all like going home with people at the end of the night, then yeah, you might feel tempted or something like that. But if you're in the right environment, if you're meditating, if you're eating right, if you're in a healthy mindset, then celibacy kind of just comes along with that, until you're in a place where you meet someone who is going to truly respect you, be committed to you, love you, and now you're in a clear space to be like, okay, let's be together and build this beautiful love, and then go from there. And so that's just basically what I wanted to share with you guys, is that sex is a big deal. And where you invest your love, your heart, your time, like that's where you invest your life. So it's so unfair for a partner to be like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. Like, it is a big deal. Cheating is a big deal. Breaking like that bond, because women, we love so deep. There's nothing wrong with you. You have to hold your standards up high. We attract what we feel that we deserve, and we can't expect people to treat us right if we can't treat ourselves right. So when you're on your celibacy journey, you start to build your self-worth. You see yourself in a new light, and you recognize your value. You recognize how powerful sex really is, because now the thought of someone touching me, I really would be sensitive to that, let alone someone entering my body and everything that comes with that, the emotions and the intensity, right? And so that's the gift of celibacy. When you take a break, and even sobriety, like purifying yourself, taking a rest, coming back to your center, coming back to your innocence in a way, you just kind of reset. And you're like, okay, who am I? Like, who am I? Not what kind of man do I want, but who am I? What are my values? What's important to me? What do I want? Because I remember when I was younger, I didn't really know what I wanted. My mind was influenced by my environment, and I was just going with the flow. If you just go with the flow, let me tell you something, ladies, I don't care how fine he is, he's gonna take you off a cliff somewhere. It's no shade to any guys watching this. What it is that we as women, we have to be clear on what it is, who we are, and what kind of person we will allow in our life, because we're constantly making choices. We never want to play a victim and be like, oh, like he did this, he did that. No. But who are you with? Like, did you guys make a commitment? Are you guys having open communication? Have you discussed X, Y, and Z? If not, we can't play the blame game. We can't play the damsel in distress. We have to empower ourselves and be like, someone can't even come near me unless they're doing this, unless they have divine masculine energy. What does that look like? That means that they're clear. They're about their business. They know who they are. They have some type of relationship with the divine. You know, they're established. They are someone that you can follow their lead. Because as the feminine, we're going to follow their lead. And mistakes I've made in my past are like following someone who didn't even know where they were going. So where are they taking me? No. You will end up lost and confused like that. Know who you are, know what you want, and then hold your standards. Keep your standards high. The world's going to tell you to lower them. The world might tell you you're being a B word, or you're being entitled, or you're being whatever, conceited, stuck up. It doesn't matter what people think. Your heart matters. Your soul, your essence, your presence matters. You're a goddess, and if you're a divine masculine, you're a god. We want to embody our divine nature and really bring back sacred relationships to the earth, because that's what's needed. Every human was created by two other humans, right? So the dynamics of how that came together, it matters. The vibration and how we're going to raise the vibration is not waiting for the world to change, but it's to change ourselves individually and then come together with someone else who knows themselves, and then conscious relationships, spiritual relationships. You'll always be safe in a love like that because there's compassion, there's unconditional love, there's forgiveness, there's all of these qualities of the divine, you know, a divine love. And so when you get to know yourself on a celibacy journey, you will end up attracting the right type of man who's really going to take care of your heart, take care of you, your body, eventually your family, and you guys, it's going to be beautiful. And so that's what I want to share with you guys today. Do not be fooled. Be on alert. You know, like on our spiritual journey, this is spiritual warfare. It's not just rainbows and butterflies. There's light and dark here. And so we want to stay connected to our inner voice, connected with the universe, with God. Tap in and honor your heart. Your intuition, your feelings they're not going to lead you astray. You're going to know what's right for you. A celibacy journey is going to help you do this, because you're going to help. It really just helps you get clear, you know, and it's you practicing your self-love. It's you establishing boundaries for yourself, and it's beautiful because you get to embody patience. When you meet someone, you can really like take your time. Don't be in a rush and see like, who is this other being? What are they about? Do we really vibe? Do we really click? And it takes away the desperation, the neediness, and because when you're celibate, you realize that, hey, I don't even need sex. I don't necessarily need a partner. I need my peace of mind. I need my self-love. I need my integrity. I need to be clear on where I want my life to go, what I'm doing, what my purpose is, who I am. All of these things have nothing to do with sex, right? So that's what a celibacy journey can grant you, is like a break from that. And then relationships are beautiful. Like, I'm all for love, but healthy. And so it just helps you get more clear on who you would want to be with, build with, what's really going to be good for you, because it establishes this deep self-love. And so now you can only be with somebody who recognizes your value and treats you right, and then you treat them right, and it's these beautiful relationships. That's what's needed right now. And so let me know what you thought of this video. I'm sending you so much love and healing and power on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.